Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer, and this is The Road to the Record, where I work to achieve mastery of 10 games and a hunt for the best score of the Decathlon. If you like what you see, remember to hit that like button. If you want to see more, hit subscribe. Let the games begin. This is Draft Day Sports College Basketball, and it's week 46 of the Gaming Decathlon competition. At this point, we are 8-5, just a couple games into the conference schedule. Excuse me. Our assists, we're 4th in the nation right now. Turnovers, 4th in the nation. Steals, we're 2nd per game on what we give up in the entire nation. So we've got some really good stats going. But here's where our trouble is. I have 4 scholarships to give out for next season, and I still have no players. And it's already January, so I should have 1, 2, 3, or all 4 players already locked up. And you can see in terms of interest, not one of the players of the current list have much interest at all. And I've had to go completely from scratch, starting all over again on recruiting. So it has been a real struggle, and I'm kind of going position by position right now on where I'm at. So let's take a look at the point guards that I have here. Alright, so we've already used everything for this week, so we'll go ahead and jump into the next week before we get to that, but let's get to our schedule. So we have Colorado State up first, and we'll go ahead and sim this day. RPI right now, 102nd. So the team itself is certainly a decent team this year. It's the recruiting that's got me nervous. All right, so Colorado State coming up. Their record pretty similar to mine, so it's not like this is a runaway favorite game, but as the home team, it certainly give us an edge. And this small lineup that I'm playing with this season has worked at times and not at others. Let's see how it does today. Alright, so 8-8 early on, 4 minutes into this game, and we've gone ice cold there for a little while. We do finally score another point. We are definitely struggling to score at the moment, but we're still shooting 7 of 14, so I'm not sure how we went so cold for so long. It's level at 22 at this point. Rebounds +3, turnovers are level. Field goal percentage, we just went on fire to open up a big lead there. 37-25 now, but here they go coming back into it. We're shooting 63% from the field. That is massive right now. Up 16 before half, so we just caught fire late in the half there, and that was awesome. David Wise, 8 of 11 shooting with 16 points. They just cannot stop him. We are up by over 20 points here. Rebounds still +4. Turnovers +4. Field goal percentage still 60%. We're on fire here, so we're going to cruise to the win, I think. Cammy's also got 14 points off bench on 7 of 9 shooting. So I have a major advantage at that center position, especially with those small players around them. Wise now sitting on 26 points for the game. Just monster performance here as we get into the final couple minutes. It's 79-57, so again, we're just cruising to the end here. I don't need any timeouts or anything. There you go. David Wise finishes with 26 on 13 of 16 shooting. The team ends up shooting 58% from the field. We end up +5 on rebounds, +6 on turnovers. That was outstanding. Final score 86-61. Small and Forney both end up in double digits as well. Perry ends up with 8 assists. Playing with a couple point guards and a bunch of small ball kind of players is really leading to a lot of assists in the team as we're moving the ball really, really well. And then that center position is really gaining advantage of having all those smaller, faster players around him. So at times, this lineup is really, really working well for us. And then there's other types. Where your team can take that size advantage and really take it to us. So, goes both ways. Today, it went our way. Next up, Long Beach State at home. That should be a win, so we'll finish out the week. They're just 5-9, and being that we're playing at home, I like our odds in that game. Great chance to pick up our 10th win of the season and third in 4 chances in the conference. But we still need to go out there and get the job done. And there it is. Okay, so that's 10 wins on the season already, 3-1 in the conference. So definitely a good start there. Of course, both of those were home games.
You have new mail.
RPI jumps to 81 now with those 2 wins. Next up will be Arkansas Pine Bluff on the road. They're 8-7, so that's not going to be a given. Let's go ahead and get into that recruiting now, and we'll go position by position. And I'm going to do the call list so that I can get in there and see what we've got. All right, so 4 point guards set up. The only good one is Cox, but there's no interest yet. All right, so we've got everything, and location and academics. That's certainly good for us, but it's Virginia. He's from Virginia. So I've had to go to national recruiting for the first time ever because I cannot get players this season. It is just shocking what I've gone through this time trying to recruit, and I'm down to the leftovers for sure. So we'll watch some film on this guy. We'll watch some film on this one, and we've got everything on Hearns. He cares about location, but this one is at least from Washington, so that's a boost for us. And we've got nothing on Cox. Let's see if we can't get through to him. Still no. Watch film there. And Hayward out of Tennessee. So I have no point guard with a scholarship offered right now, but I don't know who to offer. So with that, we go through and get what we can on these guys. Location, but that's Tennessee. Academics, yeah, facility. It's going to be a tough guy to recruit. Cox, at least from the overall, looks like our best bet. As point guards, though, Friel might be the best bet as he's an AB here, meaning he's really good on the ball, even though he's not a great scorer. Defense, though, Cox has the advantage, so essentially one of these two guys are the most likely, but Cox isn't good on the ball. So Friel might get that scholarship offer, first and foremost. Alright, I've got 4 shooting guards as well. They're all coming in as Bs. That helps a lot. Alright, so we've already got everything on Knight. Let's go ahead and watch some film again. Got everything on Mead. Roma. That's going to hurt. He cares about location way more than anything else, and facilities. And I have got no hope with this guy. Okay, we've got a scholarship offer with Waltman. Not sure why. Not sure why at this point. Alright, definitely some small forwards to choose from here. That's good to have some options this time. And we'll see who to put a call in. Facilities. Okay. Location, Florida. And that's all he cares about. That guy's not signing. Academics could work. Okay, that's all the time we had. Alright, continuing on. I think this is the most dominant my team has been maybe ever in terms of the quality of my starting five. Not as much depth as I've always had, though. And we get the win on the road there, so that's a good one. Next up is Eastern Michigan at home. And you got to favor us for that one as well. So we've got a chance to pull ahead a bit in the league. And at the moment, we are now number 1 in the nation on assists per game. 19.1 assists per game. And there's another win. 12-5, 5-1 in conference now.
You have new mail.
RPI has jumped to 61 at this point. And turnovers per game also number 1 in the nation, and steals given up number 1 in the nation. So we are leading the way in a few stat categories here down in Conference L, where we're not getting as much attention. Our 12-5 record doesn't have us ranked, but things are looking pretty good right now for the team. The recruiting, of course, is still that one area, though, where not looking so hot. All right, let's go ahead and start with the small forwards. And we'll watch film on each of them this time. We'll put in calls to anyone who still needs. Hey, look at that. Number 10. Location and parent info. Okay, watch film. Watch film. We've got almost nothing on this guy. Parent info and everything else just about. Alright, shouldn't have any power forwards, right? Correct. Okay, on to centers. The big man. Okay, K. Smith is coming in as an A. Ooh. Overall rank is 50th. We've got to go for this guy. Do I have any scholarships offered to centers? I do. Heath Petty. Okay. Let's watch film on these guys. Alright, Cal Santa Barbara coming up. Road game. This would go a long ways to moving us up if we were able to get the win here. Seven and 10. It's a winnable road game. And with the quality we have this season, we could definitely pull off some road wins in the league. We got one last week. But there's no guarantees. I'd make us slight favorites. We got it, though. We got it. 13-5, 6-1 now. And now this is a tougher one. North Carolina A&T. So we got a tech school here, and they're 10-8. So this is going to be a much tougher road game. I'd give us 50 or below on the odds. We've already won 2 straight road. I was thinking that's about time where we're not going to get one. So we dropped to 13-6, 6-2 in conference. 2 road games that week. We do get one of them. So the RPI only dropped slightly. Norton candidates, I did have one in the list. And he's not in it any longer. Back to polls. Got anything? Nope. Well, of course we wouldn't have it now. Alright, the A is gone from Smith. It's down to a B. A lot of B's here, only a few C's, so there's still decent recruits available. Alright, hey, we got through to this guy. Good. Took almost all of our time for the whole week, but we got through. Alright. At least the basic interest is there. Almost across the board now on these guys. Alright, continuing on with the schedule. We've got Hanover at home. And they're just 7-12, so we've definitely got to be favorites for that game. David Wise sitting on 13.1 points per game. We do get the win there, but I take an injured player in the process. So we win 76-61 over Hanover. Hopefully it's not a major player. On map, back spasms, 9 days, 75%. Yeah, we're okay with that one. Playing 10 minutes a game, 2 points per game. That's not going to be too hard to get past. But quick look at stats. Wise leading the way, 13 points per game. Small getting 11. McCamey getting 10 off the bench behind Wise. Those two have really combined well in scoring the last couple seasons. Courtney Perry also getting 10 a game. Forney's getting almost 10 a game, and Wormley is getting 8 a game. So that is some really balanced scoring right there for my first 6 players. And David Wise, 59% from the field. He's just been a beast. If he could shoot free throws a little better. All right, Florida A&M on the road, but you got to say there's one road game that looks like we're heavy favorites for a change, as they are just 4-16 on the season thus far. Oh, no. We lost to Florida A&M on the road. A team that was 4-16. Huge upset. I'm upset. That stunk. So we throw up a stinker and lose to Florida A&M 98-92. Ugh. That leaves a sour taste in the mouth. On to recruiting. Alright. So, kind of not there on anybody's list right now. McPherson's the first one, and we're only 10th on his list. Okay, Hearns, we're up to 7th on his list. And that's it. So only a couple players. That's rough. That is very rough. Let's go ahead and scout the first few guys. RPI took a pretty nasty hit after that loss. That was one of our worst losses in a while. Yeah, it was on the road. I mean, I'll give them that, but yeah, we should have had that one. Got the win there. Next up is DeLand. DeLand is 19-3. Ooh. Let's watch that game, if we can. 19-3 to land. And it's a home game. Guarantee this is your top two. You were really good last season too. Takes us 2.5 minutes to get our first bucket. It's a 3. And then it's all us from there. It's 8-2 now, 11-2 before they finally get another bucket. It took them 5 minutes to get their second bucket of the game. And that's a good start for us, even though it was actually a slow start. But theirs was even slower. So very much defensive early on. Rebounds, we are +4 at the moment. Turnovers, +3. And shooting, teams are pretty close. I'm a little bit better than they are. 2 of 9 beyond the arc. If I can improve that, I think we can pull away. It's 27-19 here, early in the first, or towards the end of the first half. And stretching that lead a little bit. +10 now. 32-22 is the score. Forney's got 10 points already. So good performance from him. McCamey, 6 points on 3 of 4 shooting. David Wise doing all right with 9 points himself. But here they go, coming back at me a little bit. Gonna use some timeout here. If it'll let me. Come on. There's finally a timeout. 45-42, and they're closing it down on us. Okay, final 10 minutes, and they just tied it. Lindemann with a 3-pointer, their point guard. Brett Mitchell, we've held him to 2 of 11 shooting. Dave Durham, 1 of 8 shooting. They're below 40%, now just right back above it as they tie the game at 49 with 7 to play. John Mapp back in there. Mapp hit the 3-pointer. Snow gets the steal, and Tafflinger dunks it on the fast break, so that was big for us, and we now... we had a 6-point lead there momentarily, now at 4 with 5 minutes to play, and they come right back at us with another 3 from Brett Mitchell, who's been struggling all day, but luckily Travis Snow goes down to the other end and scores and stretches that lead back to a 3-point game with 4 to play. And we're level. It's been like all 3-pointers just about here. Not that time though. Okay, McCamey gives us the 2-point lead. Forney's sitting on 12 points. McCamey now in double digits as well with 11. Wormley, just 1 point. Dude, you got 9 boards. That's good. Perry's got 12, but that is not a good day for Wormley, and it's now a tie game as Brett Mitchell makes the layup after Lindemann gets the steal. Rebounds, I'm +7. Turnovers, -1. Now -2. Field goal shooting, and this is such a tight game. My 3-point shooting is disastrous here. That's the real difference, as we now trail by 2 as Brett Mitchell gets it from the charity stripe, and Forney misses the 3. 2 minutes to play. And misses both free throws, but Steele gets the offensive rebound and puts it back in. Small misses inside. Bad stretch. We're trailing by 4 now. Use that timeout here after Forney gets the rebound, so we need a point on this bucket for sure with just over a minute to play. And there's David Wise with the 2-pointer. He's got 13, 6 of 11 shooting. So we definitely have just a couple players to rely on today as we close it to within 2. And after Wormley gets the rebound down at the other end, Wise scores again to tie it up. Steal from Wise, and Small gets the fast break. That was absolutely huge. 19 seconds to play, and I've got the lead by 2. I've had 7 blocks in this game. 10 seconds to play. Missed shot from Lindemann. Small gets the rebound. Perry turns it over with 2 seconds left, but they can't get a shot off, and that's it. We squeeze by and win against a very good DeLand team. 65-63. That was a big win for us, and I think that should cement our place in the top 2 for this season. They are probably still going to be above us. I'm not even sure if they've had a conference loss yet this season. Let's go ahead and take a look at the standings before we get into our recruiting for the week. And there you go, DeLand. That's their second conference loss of the year, and we are now level with North Carolina Greensboro at 9-3 for second place. Appalachian State not far behind at 8-4. So it's actually really tight at the top. And the awful thing for me is that Florida A&M has had just 2 wins in conference all season, and one of them was against me. So that's pretty humiliating, as we would be 10-2 otherwise. Perfect at home, 13-0, as is DeLand. They are 10-4 on the road, and I'm just 3-7 on the road. So I actually not doing as well as I thought. When it comes to the road this season, RPI has jumped to 54th with that. DeLand is at 26th. They may have been ranked before that, I don't know. And up next is Appalachian State on the road. Remember, I need to be in the top 3 at the end of the regular season to guarantee promotion. And we've got only 1 home game left in conference. So we've got Appalachian State and then East Tennessee. Bracket breaker Sunday. That's a pretty winnable game for us, I think. North Carolina Greensboro. That's another tough game, but it is at home. And Colorado State. Boy, this is a tough final 5 games to the season. And meanwhile, recruiting. Okay, Hearns, we're up to 5th now. So we're definitely having some success with him, and I'm just... Well, let's take a look first. Good ball handling, good scoring. I have no players. None. I'm going to offer a scholarship to Skearns. We're going to scout him live. And then after, maybe next week, we'll try to host. Let's watch film on him as well. I know he's down the list a bit, but... I need a player. I definitely need a player. 950, Rainey. 880. McPherson's in 880. I think my school isn't at 960. Is that the requirement? Info. It is 960. I didn't see that. Okay, those guys have got to go. 960. That's not a 960. That's not a 960. And that's not a 960. So there goes one of my only guys that actually was interested in the school. Everybody else above 1000, so they're good. Busy week. Yeah, maybe we'll take it one day at a time. Check the score at least. Win or lose. It's going to be a tough win. Giving us about a 33% chance on this one. Okay, here we go. It's game day. Can we get that 10th conference win? This would absolutely cement our place in the top 3. Doesn't happen though. We drop the game, and by quite a bit, 83-68. We lose by 15 points. Next up is East Tennessee State, and that's not going to be an easy game either. I mean, they're 12-12, and that makes us level with Appalachian State now. So and this has almost become a must-win now after losing to Appalachian State. I remember, oh gosh, I don't know, 10 years ago or so, when Appalachian State was still a Division II football program, and they beat Michigan at Michigan, when Michigan was like top 5 in the country, something like that. I don't remember the particulars. I mean, it was 10 years ago, give or take, but that was huge upset. And over the next few years, there was quite a few of those types of surprises. All right, so we do get the win over East Tennessee State. Close game, 78-74. But it's the very next day, and we've got that Louisiana Lafayette game. I'm 17-8. They are 16-10. And let me see what conference are they? Conference K. Okay, so they're only one conference above me. So I'm not too worried about that. Being that we're playing at home, I think we can win that one just fine. Am I still... No, it's a new week. And he's still not interested. How are we doing on Hearns? Hearns now number 4. So we continue to move up his list with that scholarship offer. So that's good. That is very good. We'll scout him live again. Watch more film on him. And Waltman also. We're up to a double plus on him. There is a scholarship offer, so we'll scout him live. Even though I'm not showing up in his top 10, that double plus is helpful. Alrighty, let's get to it. I think that was a loss. I think we lost. No, we didn't. Okay. Whew. We won. 79-62. So 18-8 now on the season. 10-4 in conference. Next up, North Carolina Greensboro. This is a big game for us if we check the standings. There you go. 3-way tie for second place with North Carolina Greensboro. And DeLand now ranked as they actually just lost again, but that's this week, so they were ranked as of last week when they were 21-4. Their only loss had been to me, but they've lost a game this week. Looks like Wise had 20 points in that win. Forney had 6 assists. But being that us and North Carolina Greensboro are level with, I think, just 2 to play, this would give us that separation to put us in the top 3. And then, yes, if we are able to win against Colorado State on the road, and I'm not sure that's going to happen, but if we can win both of those games, then we are guaranteed promotion. So we'll take it one day at a time, and we'll see what we can get. My RPI now up to 47th in the nation. And winning both of these games would definitely see a boost to that. We don't have time to sit through the game, but hopefully... Come on, come on. Yes! Okay, we got the win. We got the win. Okay, that was massive. 83-59. 24-point win. 24-point win. And Wise, 23 points. Perry had 11 assists, and Wormley had 5. Whoa. Big game, big game. That was huge. One to play at Colorado State. It's not going to be a given. At this point, with just one game to go in the regular season, David Wise now right on the cusp of 14 points per game. We are still number 1 in the nation on assists and turnovers and the steals that we've given up. We don't allow other teams to assist very much. I mean, that's a massive gap, almost 6 assists per game difference between us and our opponents. But I get blocked a bit. That's the small lineup. I give up a lot of rebounds. That's the small lineup. All right, so here we go. Colorado State on the road. And, oh, look at that. North Carolina Greensboro is on the road at East Tennessee State. So even if I lose, as long as they lose, I'll still be ahead. DeLand is at Harrisonburg, who I did not play this season. Unless it was in my first couple games. That might have been. Appalachian State is at home to Davidson. Come on. Come on. Make it win number 20. Make it win number 20. Come on, guys. Come on. No! Okay. I need some help. I didn't get the job done myself. I did not get the job done myself. Please, oh please, let one of those two have fallen. Okay, North Carolina, Greensboro also lost to East Tennessee. DeLand won their game. Appalachian State won their game. So I should be third. Oh no! Arkansas Little Rock. Arkansas Little Rock and I are now level. So, DeLand actually does move up in ranking, even though they had lost a game. Appalachian State and DeLand are comfortably through, but Arkansas Little Rock and I are level. I'm going to have to get deeper in the tournament than them for the automatic promotion. Otherwise, after a really good year, I'm going to be stuck in this division. And meanwhile, I still have no recruits for next season. Hearns, Waltman, looking better though. Still fourth for Hearns though. We're going to scout live. If we were in the top 3, I'd have him come see us. See, I'm still not even cracking the top 10 for Waltman. But I'm hoping I can land those two and maybe get 2 others. Grunman would be awesome as a JC transfer, but Smith, he's back up to an A. Love to get one of those guys.
You have new mail.
End of the month, auto save. Ooh, team incident report. That's not good timing. It's rare. I'm going to let that go.
You have new mail.
All right, so I get North Carolina A&T, who I lost to on the road. Arkansas Little Rock gets North Carolina Greensboro, so that's a tough game for them. But they are at home as well, technically. Let's see how we match up here before we get into the game. Ooh, look at that. I've got some definite advantage, and surprisingly, they say their center has the advantage. That guy's got to be really, really good if he's an advantage over Wise. But clearly got the stronger team, and we're at home. Not enough time to watch the game, so we will have to sim it. I'm actually out of time for this episode already.
You have new mail.
We go to 20-9, so we got the win. But Arkansas Little Rock also won. They've got to play DeLand. I've got to play Appalachian State. Wow. Wow. Okay. At least Appalachian State, right? That's... both of our teams pretty comfortably win. Oh, this was the top four, so... That's the second place team. That's the first place team. I'm third. That's fourth. So the top four teams into the semifinals. Now, if we both lose, am I still ahead by default? Arkansas Little Rock, did we play? Yes, we played, and I won. 87-63. So... is that the tiebreaker if we both go out in this round? Because I know the tournament is the first tiebreaker. And I've got an advantage in 3 positions. And the bench. Moment of truth. A win here, and I'm pretty sure we are good to go. And we do. We get the win. We got the win, and DeLand won. That is promotion. We win 78-67. DeLand just squeaking out a 95-93 win over Arkansas. And there you go. So, where are we? Wormley plus 11. McCamey plus 15 when he was on the court. David Wise was actually a -4. So the big difference was my 6th man in McCamey. McCamey only had 10 points, but Perry had 19. Wise added 10. Perry had 8 rebounds, so Perry had a big day, but McCamey made the real difference off the bench. When he was in, we were dominant. Lead changes 18. Times tied was 8, so it was actually a really close game through most of it. 12 second chance points. Yeah, neutral court. So it was tournament neutral court. All right. Well, hey, that is automatic promotion. Win or lose here. If we win, we are the Best in the conference this season, and that would be my 5th or 4th conference title. Oh, look at that. I've got advantages all over the board except for at center, and we're level there. That is really surprising, considering how good they've been. I mean, they're ranked 23rd in the country. We've beat them once. Can we beat them twice? We were at home last time. Neutral court this time. And we win! We win! That is a conference championship. Conference champion, 22-9. Let's see what that score was. 70-61. And now we are ranked 24th in the nation. They actually remain ranked at 20th, so both of us are ranked at the same time. Not very many lead changes, but either team led by close to double digits at one point or another. We killed them on points in the paint, 32-10. Again, McCamey plus 10 and had 20 points off the bench. So another big day for him. So those last two games, Wise was just 4 of 14 shooting, while McCamey was 9 of 14. He actually only played 15 minutes. Wow. All right. Conference champion. Look at that. That's going to be... is it in records? No. Info. That's our, 4th conference championship. So, woo. All right. Well, we are heading to the NCAA tournament with that. And I'm way over time for this episode. So we're going to have an off-season special. We're going to see what happens with the NCAA tournament into the next episode. So we end as conference champions of Conference L. So we will get promoted to Conference K next season as we continue our trajectory, our move, our climb upward. And this season they improved our facilities, so even those are at a B now. So things are looking good for the team. Can I get a recruiting class for next season secured in time before it's too late? Or will we have 2, 3, or even 4 vacancies and end up with a struggling roster? Am I going to have to take some transfers? What's going to happen? But that's going to do it for this episode. I'm Decathlon Gamer, and remember, I'm aiming for the best of the best. So if you're ready to join me on my journey, hit subscribe and tune in next time on my road to the record. Bye for now.